everybody, my name is ML Hansen, and along with my husband, Michael Zabinski, we've created a great new product for the market. It is a Cranberry Jalapeno Chutney, and tonight I'm going to show you how to use that to make a great red, white, and blue yogurt cheesecake that you can take to your parties. So, let's start first with what our crumbs are. You know, every single cheesecake has some kind of a graham cracker crust. What we've done, because we know how beautiful it is to pair deep chocolate or even milk chocolate now with our chutney, is I've crumbled up all of these wonderful deep chocolate cookies with just a little bit of graham cracker. So I use the Cuisinart, so easy, and ready to go. Now to that, to finish off the crust, I add 1/4 cup of melted butter. I mean, who needs more butter? Everybody needs to have a little special butter. So I'm just gonna mix this up a tad. A couple quick turns like that. And then we're gonna take this out of the food processor and pour it right into our pre-greased 9-inch springform pan. Actually, if you don't have a springform pan, you could actually do this in a pie plate as well. So we're just going to keep all this coming out here. The butter has completely blended in just for those few seconds into these triple threat chocolate cookies with some wonderful graham crackers along with that. All we have to do is press it in, and we're going to have a lovely crust that'll be the basis for our yogurt cream cake, our yogurt cheesecake that we're going to take to a 4th of July party tomorrow with some of our favorite neighbors, Mam and Royal. So hopefully everybody there will enjoy it. And since we have to be at the farmers markets tomorrow, I really didn't have time to do anything after we got home. But what's so great about this preparation, I'm just continuing to press this into the bottom here, is that you can do it the night before. In fact, you should do it the night before. So after we bake it, after it cools, after it refrigerates, then just before we go across the street to our neighbors, I'm going to put our Cranberry Jalapeno Chutney on top and garnish it with beautiful blueberries that are so wonderful this time of year. So here we've got our crust. It's nicely forming on the bottom, just because we added a little bit of butter to all of that great chocolate and graham cracker. So you don't have to be totally precise about this. Just make sure that it's as evenly covered as possible, and you can use your whole hand for this. So this is what that looks like. Pretty easy, huh? The next thing we do is we start to make what the filling is going to give out. That's going to be taking 4 eggs, 4 whole eggs, so easy. And we're going to beat them just with a hand mixer. You could probably even do it just by hand itself if you don't happen to have that appliance. So let me just get a towel here. We're going to have to change this on the, so I've got something to. I'm going to mix up the eggs. Add about 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Perfect. Continue to beat that together. Okay, it's really well blended. See how that works? If you're doing it by hand, you might want to use a whisk or something like that. Now, we're going to take 3 cups of Greek low-fat yogurt. And this is where it actually gets not just delicious, but completely healthy. Traditional cheesecake has always been made with cream cheese. Well, now we have the availability of this wonderful Greek yogurt, which is so good for us and also has a very unique flavor. So we just take those 3 cups of the yogurt and add it to our egg and flour mixture. And we're ready to blend it all together. We don't really need to beat it for this. It's more like a fold-in kind of thing. So you can take your whisk, big fork, whatever you've got available, and just gently blend all of that in. Wow. I can always see what the great texture is going to be with this. So this is how it looks at this point. So all you want to do is just a little more, not too much. We've got our vanilla in here, we've got a great flavored Greek yogurt, and just a little bit of flour to make sure it's set. A little bit of sugar, not too much. We're always watching our sugar, and of course our eggs. So we're ready to go. Now we can put it into our springform pan with this wonderful crust that we've created by hand that only required, some chocolate cookies, a little graham cracker, and a little bit of butter. And we just used some of that spray cooking oil on our springform pan. Or we put it in our pie plate, and we're ready to go. This is wonderful. I make these cookies, and we call them like triple threat chocolate cookies because we truly believe that there are some people who've developed an addiction to them. Well, I had some that were stale. First time that's ever happened. Usually they go so fast. I guess I must have hidden them. So I took those wonderful deep chocolate rich cookies, put them in the Cuisinart along with a little bit of graham cracker. Got about 3 cups worth of stuff out of this. Add a 1/4 cup of melted butter. And the way you make this incredible crust is you play with your food. You just put it here in your springform pan that you've already put some of that, spray kind of oil in, and you just do this. And there it comes out. So I've combined all of our ingredients. There are only about 5 outside of what we've got in the crust. And I'm going to take this great mixture and pour it into our springform pan. We've got our yogurt, we've got eggs, we've got sugar, teeny bit of flour. And we're going to bake this for about 40-45 minutes. But right now, we just care about making sure that we get all of this yumminess right into a springform pan. I don't know about you, but somehow I just have this compulsion. I hate to waste anything, so I'm just scraping the devil out of this and making sure that we've got all that goodness coming right into our springform pan on top of the decadent chocolate graham cracker crust. So we're ready to put this in the oven now. We're going to bake it for about 40 minutes at 350 degrees. It won't quite be settled. Then we're going to turn the oven off and let it do its own thing. And after it cools a bit, we'll get back to it. And then we'll refrigerate it. And we'll be ready for the 4th of July tomorrow. Here we go, 350 degrees, 45-50 minutes. And I'll show you what the results are a little bit later. Welcome back. Last night before I went to bed, I prepared a wonderful yogurt cheesecake. Happy 4th of July. Today I'm going to show you how to do a red, white, and blue delicious dessert. So after we baked the cheesecake, we let it actually cool in the oven and then brought it out and made sure that it came to room temperature. Then I covered it and put it in the refrigerator overnight. Look how firm this is. It's great. And these spring-form pans are wonderful because they're so easy for you to be able to release the cheesecake and put right on to your serving plate. And actually, what's really great about this is that we have this wonderful crust that we made. And the crust is made out of special chocolate cookies. It's like I'm having a little bit of a fight here. There we go. It is easy to do. So look down here and see that great chocolate crust that we made. Now what's going to make the red on this is going to be our Cranberry Jalapeno Chutney. So let's just start to spoon some of this on top. Gotta admit my mouth is starting to water already. This is a nice substitution and something very unique. Instead of just using all berries, to use this for the topping and then have the berries, the blueberries, come around on the edges. So you've got a great combination here of sweet, savory, fresh, and newness. What a great way to celebrate our independence. We can independently cook what we want. So how's that looking? Is that looking pretty good? So all you need to do, because this is very firm, is just very carefully continue to spread it around to the edges, and you'll notice that the cheesecake settled in such a way that it made just the tiniest bit of ridge here. So you don't have to worry about things spilling over at all. This is just one of the many great ways that you can elevate your taste by using our Cranberry Jalapeño Chutney. We went out to the farmers markets today, came home, got all cleaned up, finished up this dessert, and we're ready to head across the street to our July 4th neighborhood party at one of our good neighbors' houses. So the next step is to use our blueberries. Now these are fresh blueberries that I picked up at the farmers market. What I'm going to do is garnish the outside of the cheesecake here on top with these fresh berries. And that'll put the blue in our red, white, and blue. So look at this. I'm really hoping that when our neighbors see this, that they'll get all excited about it and know that we care about them so much, enough to actually go in the kitchen on a holiday after working and make something special for them. So put as many berries on as you think you'd like. You're going to have great flavors here because it's going to be a combination of the fresh fruit, the preserved fruit and vegetables that are in the chutney, and then this extra healthy, low sugar Greek yogurt cheesecake. It's not like your mom's deli cheesecake, but I do think it tastes a little bit better, and we know that it certainly is better for you. So, is this festive or what? So we'll just finish off here. A few more. So we got a complete rim around all of this. And of course the real surprise is when people bite into the cheesecake, they are going to find that there's super rich chocolate in there, which goes with everything that's on the plate. So, I'm pretty pleased with this. I hope you'll try this, elevate your taste, and come back to Condiment Corner. Happy 4th of July.